Alright. So, something a little different for a change is I'm going to actually be discussing the whole boycott myth thing, alright? Alright? And is there ever really a boycott, okay? Or is it a question of buying habits? Alright? Recently, Trump came out and said how, you know, about Bud Light or this, and then they've been doing these whole marketing things and the whole different things Bud Light's been doing to try to, well, let's just say, make up for this. Literally still an autofill on DuckDuckGo. The only difference is that they had a few year choices to it, okay? I'm not going to show you all things they've been trying to do to reclaim the market share or how Trump basically suggests Bud Light is a great American brand, despite the fact that, well, it's not American. Its headquarters is in Belgium. Their parent company's headquarters is in Belgium. Okay? I'm not going to go through all these whole different tabs and everything like that, okay? But I'm going to just simply point this out here, is that Wikipedia's only showing their 2019, and this is 2024's revenue reports. Okay? Total net income and blah, 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 okay? Instead, I'm going to make this real simple, okay? It is a hell of a lot easier for customers not to decide to buy a certain cereal, or a beer, or a soda pop.
There's Uncle Ted.
Okay?
What's he say about it?
These are image results with the Bud Light cans, okay? Yeah. Yeah, that's when he was applauding that, okay? Alright, so instead, I'm going to explain to you why the market share that Bud Light was able to lose was so flipping easy, because guess what? Even before the idiot and the whole Mulvaney thing happened, okay? Alright, happened, okay? I'm going to just simply ask a very simple question. "30 largest beer manufacturers. This is just 30. Constellation, you got Molson Coors, Constellation Brands. This is just 30 of them. Heineken USA. Heineken's a whole other matter, which I'm not getting into. Pabst Brewing Company. The GO. DG. Yodeling and Son Incorporated. Fifco USA. When a company like a beer manufacturer or a cereal manufacturer, okay, opens mouth and then shoves a size 13 boot so far up their asshole that they're not smart enough to realize that they have 2 weeks to do something about it. Okay? 2 weeks. Perfect example. You watching this. Name something you stopped buying and then in 2 weeks you never wanted to buy it again. 2 weeks. Sierra Nevada Brewing Company. Alright? New Belgium Brewing Company. You notice a pattern here? And you know what? There ain't just beers. You know what there is? There's also seltzers now. There's seltzers now. Okay? One example being Mountain Dew's got a hard seltzer out now. when the dumb asses at Bud Light put their foot in their mouth, or I should say their boot, okay? A lot of new products came out. And guess what happened? Bud Light said this thing I didn't like. I'll try out this other thing over here. It's not Bud Light. Even if they went to another Anheuser-Busch product, they might have not liked it. Then they probably tried this other one, then this other one, then this other one. Hell, they might have even gone to hard iced teas or hard sodas with a much lower alcohol content, meaning that 10 to 1, if you're used to drinking even a light beer, guess what? You're going probably something you might like better. Meaning that even if Bud Light's attempts to beg and plead for them to come back 10 to 1, they probably didn't come back. Okay? Perfect example, okay? Let's take a franchise brand. Let's say McDonald's. They were in the business of selling fries. Okay? You could literally look this up. A market analyst literally told McDonald's that you're in the business of selling fries. That's why they were so successful. Then they changed their fry recipe. They never recovered. Ever. They've never recovered back to those levels again, where McDonald's was the fast food giant. Nowadays, okay, seriously, literally look it up before McDonald's changed their French fry recipe now, and everybody was chasing it, okay, and how they used to cook it, alright? They never returned the old fries back. The market share, they never really got back to that level again when they changed their fry recipe, okay? Because guess what? There's other businesses out there in the fast food sector that they're in. There's Wendy's, Burger King, depending where you're at, White Castle, Crystals. When you are in a business sector where you're not pretty much the only game in town, like Amazon, eBay, Walmart, Target, where basically you are the only game in town. And pretty much, if you want this certain thing, 10 to 1, you're probably going to be getting it from like eBay or Amazon, Walmart, or Target. When you're in a situation like Anheuser-Busch is, with over 30 competitors in that same sector, you can't afford to literally put your foot in your mouth. Okay? Pepsi is the king of this. Pepsi literally spends probably a fortune that you probably can't even imagine, where they study customer buying habits. They literally, their entire base of their research is basically keeping customers buying their same products. They have granted they have a lot of products because they and Snapple Group and Coca-Cola is basically your three big dogs in the beverage sector, okay? But literally, PepsiCo company makes customer retention its number one objective. Keep you buying more of their products. Okay? Ironically, here we mentioned a new card. I'm not getting into that, depending where you live. That may be Pepsi or somebody else making that, but that's a whole other, kettle of trout that I'm not getting into. Okay? I'm just trying to make this abundantly clear here. There is no boycotts. Boycotts do not technically exist. what happens is a business decides to do a thing. Some of the customers goes, I don't like that particular thing, and then they go somewhere else for that particular thing. Perfect example is video games, the video game industry. Okay, there is PCs, there's other consoles out there. Okay, there's even independently made consoles, which granted what they are and if they're actually legitimate or not is another entire issue that I'm not getting into here, okay? But perfect example is Sony and Microsoft literally learned this the hard way. When they make an announcement and their fans hears this announcement, they don't like the announcement, and then they go buy the competition, then pretty much that market share is gone. They never really gain it back because they will go to something else. Like, let's say when Microsoft made their stupid announcement, and then there's some of the customers went and bought PlayStation. So when PlayStation does something stupid, then they go buy Microsoft. But some of them that bleeds off from Microsoft or Sony will go to something else like PC gaming or Nintendo. There is no such thing as boycott. Boycotts never exist. They will never be a thing. They will never exist. What happens is customers simply goes, I don't like you did this thing. I'm going to go somewhere else for that particular thing that I need, that you provide. That's all there is to it. The mere idea or notion that boycotts exist is an invention of mainstream media to try to basically make customers feel bad and hopefully continue to return back to those products that they've left. That's why back in the day, CEOs that started these businesses, like let's say McDonald's, Bandai, Hasbro, Takara, Capcom, Sony, Microsoft, Apple, the founders' first rule that they literally used to say was, don't piss off your fans. That used to be what they used to literally believe. It was their motto. Because your loyal fans is your loyal buyers, your loyal customers that will buy your products. But if you do something, you misstep, and then they go to buy their next thing. Like let's say when Microsoft messed up with the Xbox One. And they lost the customer share, and then they went to Sony and PC gaming. Well, granted, that's kind of just literally splitting hairs, considering when you go from Microsoft Xbox to PC gaming, you're just going to Windows. But the thing is that your one-time purchase of that operating system is a hell of a lot less than buying an Xbox. Okay, and the multiple games. Alright? That's why these businesses, there is no such thing as boycott. All of this is that just some customers did like what the company said, went and bought something else. And then they continued buying these other things. Because 10 to 1 is probably better. Even before this whole Mulvaney fiasco with Bud Light happened, Bud Light had a reputation. It was known as the piss water beer. Look it up. Look it up. Bud Light piss beer. That was its reputation before this whole Mulvaney fiasco happened. So, is it really a stretch that when the Mulvaney fiasco happened, that these customers went and tried other things and liked it better, and they probably won't buy it again? That's all there is to it. That's literally it. It's not like Target's little fiasco with their merchandise up front, where then all the customers that would go buy their groceries and stuff like that from Target would pretty much end up shopping at Walmart, because Target and Walmart is pretty much your only big box store. And it's not like when Amazon does something stupid, you have the luxury of really going somewhere else, because it's pretty much just going to be Amazon, eBay, or probably some Chinese website, because Amazon basically became the only game in town. You're just ending up splitting hairs here. That's my point. And that's why boycotts don't exist. Alright, thanks for watching. Peace out.